What's going on, folks? I had to bring this to you guys as soon as possible because we're a little worried and you guys need to hear this as soon as possible. So if you guys are invested in Terra Luna, stick around for this video, smash that like button, and let's get right into this. Why Terra 2.0 and a weighted Luna drop might never happen. And I know this isn't what you guys want to hear, but we need to be aware just in case. So let's get right into this. Terra 2.0 and Luna airdrop might be in ambiguity. The Terra community has been in limbo for days, waiting for Kwon and the Terraform Labs to formulate a plan to help investors mitigate losses after Luna's price crash. When Kwon proposed the creation of a new Terra chain, dubbed Terra 2.0, things seem to get better. However, a recent expose has the community worried. Back in South Korea, Kwon and the Terra Foundation Guard are facing a legal backlash, even as they are trying to assure the community that Terra 2.0 is coming. So guys, the way that this is looking so far, this article is that this isn't on Kwon, but yes, the South Korean government, if they're going to put a lot of heat on him, it might make him really hard to bring a new project, because you know this takes time, it takes effort, it takes energy, it takes money to build a project, all of this. And if he's being watched, if he's being pressed on by the authorities, I don't know that this is actually going to take place, guys. Let's keep going. South Korean police to freeze Terra assets. Apparently the South Korean police, precisely the Seoul Metropolitan Police, have requested all crypto exchanges in South Korea to freeze all assets owned and TFG. This is after allegations of embezzlement were leveled against the foundation and its controller, Kwon. And so what I also heard, guys, is that a lot of people are saying that somebody in the South Korean government lost a crap ton of money on Terra Luna, and this is why the government is after them. This is why the police are on them, is because somebody important got burned and they're pissed. The Seoul Metropolitan Police in South Korea has asked each exchange to freeze the funds of the Luna Foundation Guard, and there are clues suspected of being related to embezzlement of public funds. And so I mean, like if this is true, then this can also indicate that this whole project was a setup. The whole crash, the whole dumping of the money, if they stole this money, if they embezzled public funds here, and if this is actually proof, then you don't know that this whole thing could have been real. Like, it could have been a setup, and Kwon could just be playing stupid and playing innocent. So let's keep going. The charges revolve around the Bitcoin reserves that TFG held to protect UST's and Luna's prices from crashing to extreme levels. While Kwon and TFG claim that the reserves were used during the crash but weren't as effective as expected, there are claims from other quarters that this didn't happen and that the funds were embezzled. So this is crazy here, guys, because this is what we heard. We heard that they put the money in, that they had money that they were supposed to put in early to save the crash, and then they waited and they put it in later in the crash and it didn't help, it wasn't effective. But apparently there's claims that this didn't even happen at all, and that they're basically lying to all of us. Following Kwon's proposal 1623, the community voted to build a new Terra chain and airdrop the new Luna tokens to current holders. However, creating an entirely new blockchain network takes resources, workforce, and time. This is where things get thick, since the legal issues facing Kwon and the TFG in South Korea have led to the freezing of much needed funds. Look, I'm sorry, guys, this is bad news, because if his funds are frozen, if he has no buying power, even if he wants to bring us a new Terra, it would make it really fucking hard for him to do, would it not? This could complicate matters, as Terra 2.0 could run into financial hurdles that could delay its creation and launch. So you guys are waiting. Tomorrow there's supposed to be a decision, and 2 days after that we're supposed to have a new blockchain, but this article is basically saying it could just not even happen yet. In turn, the Luna airdrop might turn out to be a mirage that will never materialize. It's not clear yet what Kwon and the Terra team are doing to mitigate these issues to prevent Terra 2.0 from running into roadblocks. However, the discussions surrounding the building of Terra 2.0 are still in infancy, and the community is still looking up to Kwon and his team for solutions. On the other hand, Terra founder Kwon faces 3 South Korean investigations. The South Korean Congress has demanded Terra's Do Kwon to be brought before it to question over the Luna and UST price crash that saw 200,000 South Koreans lose their investments in the crypto. So this could have something big to do with it too, why he's in so much trouble, because a lot of people in here got screwed. In South Korea, they don't F around, guys. They're harsh. They're hard people, bro. So you're gonna burn them, they're gonna burn you back. Kwon and Terra owe $78 million to the government. Also, Do Kwon and Terra are faced with another tax issue. According to the authorities, Kwon and Terra have tax arrears amounting to $78 million. Do Kwon has denied these allegations. Luna and UST's crash led to the South Korean government to revive a disbanded crime investigation that was last active 2 years ago. The unit, consisting of 40 officials, will investigate to establish what led to the collapse of Terra and whether anyone is responsible for it. Millions of investors have lost money due to the collapse of Luna and UST, which is definitely true. I mean, like, it burned bad. It hurt a lot of people, and I think a lot of people would actually, they'd be thankful and they'd be happy to see this guy get brought to justice, you know, because if he's responsible for this, if he's responsible for all these people getting burned and losing their money, he sort of deserves to rot in jail, guys. But if you guys are waiting for him to save the project, then you probably don't want him to get put in jail, because then it's going to make it very hard for his mastermind brain to put anything together. Under such circumstances, it might not be possible for the Terra team to continue, especially when all of your assets are frozen by exchanges at the request of the Seoul Metropolitan Police, as airdrops in building a new blockchain from scratch needs funds. Which, that's what I was saying to you guys, you need funds to do things. You need funds to do things, you need time to do things, you need effort, you need the ability, you know what I mean? You need people to put all this together. They're trying to put together a massive project for millions of people that will be worth billions of dollars while they're under heat from the government, while all their assets are frozen, while the exchanges want nothing to do with them. So, I mean, like, their hands are sort of tied here, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be the first guy to bring you this news. I don't want to be the guy to bring you the bad news, but this is very bad news for us, and you guys should be concerned. Definitely be wary and pay close attention to this, because this has everything to do with your money, guys. I hope you got some value out of this. If you did, please smash that like button. And if you subscribe to the channel, I'm going to bring you more videos like this as soon as possible, guys. Love you lots. Have a good day.